What a strong intro.
I hate puppies.
Just like that.
Curmudgeon. I don't need these. I feel threatened.
Shoot from the hip.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend. No food here, so can't bring that one up, unfortunately. Sorry, Troy.
Sorry, yeah.
But the drinkers are showing up now.
That's right.
And we got the painter here.
That's right.
Who officially is a drinker, I've decided.
That's correct.
Because every time I see him, well, he's always
beer.
in here, so
Yeah.
I mean, I guess his impression of me is exactly the same. So that's fair. And now we got the abacus back.
abacus back.
Kind of fired up about.
Yeah.
We haven't had the abacus on the air, and
We had a tease a couple weeks ago.
we
Yeah,
thought he
last
might
week.
be
And he
coming.
never showed
But
up.
I showed up for something bigger.
He did. This son of a bitch showed up at the Scandal Strip this year.
Unannounced?
No, well,
Pretty lately announced.
I mean, it was lately announced. I had it out to two people that were like maybes. So I thought for sure that means you get one.
Yeah.
So
50%
I had just,
hit rate.
I told everybody I got one more coming with me. And so I'd been planting that seed kind of all along. Turns out they both tried to come. That got weird. Couldn't fit that many people.
Oh, you can always fit that many.
Oh, what
people.
happened?
Fucking Dave was like, all right, I'm in. I'm going to come on down there and then just get me on a boat. And I'm like,
Oh, he didn't have a ride. Did you go? Did you ever ride Abacus?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's the key if you're going to show up.
See, I was in for the whole weekend, though.
that's a big difference. He was in for one day. So who do you give the berth to? The 3-day guy or the 1-day guy?
Oh, so you rode with the crew, Abacus? Nice.
He rode down with me on Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah, we took the old 4Runner, rode through the rain with all the everything rolled up like safari style.
Oh, so everything got wet?
Nothing got wet.
What?
It's fucking
Magic.
science, dude.
Yeah.
You
That's
just
Forerunner.
You just go super fast.
The Forerunner?
Honestly, it's faster than it's ever been.
Yeah.
It didn't overheat. It didn't do anything. It wasn't like when you and I went to the beach in it, where we were just having to keep it under like 68.
So he didn't tell me this before I got in this thing. And we get out on the highway.
You don't
and
tell
he's-
people that.
No, he's nursing it along. Okay, let's pick up the speed. He's watching the speedometer. And he goes, shouldn't be going that fast. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, I just replaced the radiator in here. I was a little worried about it overheating.
Oh,
And I
my
was like-
gosh.
I was like, what do you mean?
Did it myself, so I figured
Oh,
it was
yeah.
fine.
Once he said that, I was like, oh, great. Even better.
I just paid like $70 to have my interior air filter replaced because I was like, just do it. I don't feel like monkeying around with it.
Is that not the one just in the little glove box?
Yeah,
usually?
they just pull that out and you just blow it with
The one in the Pilot, you have to like take the glove box out and then you got to take this crossbar out.
Yeah, you have to. I've seen them where you have to like remove parts of the
Yeah.
dash to get to, and then I've seen
kind of a
other
pain in
ones
the
that
butt.
like
That's stupid.
literally the glove box just kind of like unlatches and folds down, and then there it is.
Yeah.
So
Could I have done it? Yes. They already had the car. They did the oil change and the tire rotation. I said, for your service, I will throw you an extra $50.
do you let people change your windshield wipers?
a scam.
No, I haven't done that. I don't think I've done that.
You get the worst windshield wipers.
Yeah.
And,
And
then
you pay
they
the
install them, and you pay the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or lights. I do all my own lights.
Yeah. The windshield wiper one bothers me.
Yeah.
Or like my wife will be like, "Well, they say I need windshield wipers." I was like, "Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'll get you some good windshield wipers. I like some space age shit."
Oh, yeah.
Mine put Rain-X on my windshield
Yeah,
as they
Rain-X.
wipe.
That was the other thing. You complained about the windshield wiper on the passenger side because it was smearing. You're like, it's brand new.
Yeah.
I had just changed those.
But it worked better on the way back. So
Yeah, thanks for noticing.
The wiper thing is kind of like the tipping on takeout. It's just doesn't make any sense.
Do you tip on takeout?
No.
all right, so I saw something just the other day that has changed my perspective on tipping on takeout, fast food, whatever else. They said it depends on how you're placing your order. If you're standing, you don't tip. If you're sitting and you're being served, you tip.
That makes sense. If they're bringing it to you,
Makes 100% sense in my brain.
Wait,
I don't mind tipping if I'm standing, if the people are cool.
But like if you walk in, it's the hostess and the little like checkout credit card thing is right there, and it's got the tip thing on it, and somebody just brought your food up and handed you a bag.
Nah, I don't
that's
tend to
a
tip
no
on
tip,
that.
right?
But I don't understand Lee's logic. So if I sit down while waiting,
No, not about waiting. About how your order is taken. So you go to a restaurant, you go to Applebee's, you sit down, you have a waitress come by.
Well, you have to
You're
tip
tipping
then.
there.
You sat down.
Yeah.
You go to Subway, and you're placing your order standing up. You get to the end, and it has a little thing about tip.
No tip.
You shouldn't feel obligated to tip in those scenarios.
Okay.
Is what this place was.
I call Hooters for takeout, and I did throw you an interesting one.
So you got to overtip.
You call Hooters for takeout. You show up. The wings are in the bag. She brings the wings to you. Do you tip when you sign?
No.
You do not, even though it's Hooters.
No.
Fucking sexist and cheap.
I'm just
Two
following in
strikes.
Troy's footsteps.
Sexist and cheap.
Yeah. It's got me this far.
It would be interesting to see how much Hooters makes on takeout tips, just because it's Hooters.
That's what I'm saying. I bet they make more tips
bet they
than,
kill. They just
than
kill it.
Applebee's
I have a
does.
feeling all of Hooters are taking hits on the tips because they're not the same restaurant they were 30 years ago, 20 years
They're
ago.
actually a far better restaurant than they were.
That's not the point I was making.
No, but I'm saying the food is actually like
Yeah.
light years better than it was.
Yeah.
They went through a whole refresh, and it just cost them like 40 restaurants. They just had to shut down.
Because they
Fortunately,
weren't meeting the standard.
None of them in Richmond shut down because we're still scumbags.
That's right.
I respect it. But we also don't have like a Twin Peaks here to compete with it. Because when Twin Peaks shows up,
There's one down in like Prince George or something near Fort Lee.
yep, gross. And that's actually a tilted kilt, which is way
Same concept.
skeevier.
I still
than-
haven't been to either of them.
I thought tilted kilt was going to be the single greatest
Yeah.
concept just because of the outfits. And I was like, this is going to be good.
What's the difference between the outfits again?
tilted kilt? It's like more like Scottish.
The
short
plaid
kilt.
skirts, the
Yeah.
white button-ups.
Yeah, tied up.
Yeah.
Looks good. But Twin Peaks,
What do they wear?
they've got like flannels tied up super tight, showing everything off. And then it's more like a woodsy kind of vibe to it.
Like a lodge or something.
But they went all out on their food and everything. Like they have a charcuterie board that I know that sounds, it's a grown-up Lunchable, but like it's so damn good that I'm like, I'll take a charcuterie board, hot chick. Like bring it on.
And then she's like, I'm not paying this gay man any more attention tonight.
The great outdoors with a charcuterie board.
Yes.
Something doesn't add up there.
And then they've got the thing that says like how cold the beer is, and any little gimmick like that.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy tons of taps, but the food.
But there's a gimmick that most of those places have that used to be top notch. I can't put my...
you're not allowed to.
But they dialed that back.
Yeah, but Tilted Kilt and Twin Peaks have dialed it back up.
Really?
Whereas Hooters is like, and Hooters should just be called asses now. Because I
Yeah.
haven't seen a boob in a Hooters, but it's all big butts.
Yeah.
They've completely shifted. You know, just dump trucks. That's like all it is.
Welcome to dump trucks.
Yeah.
That place actually sounds all right. But like, if I go to a place called Hooters and all they got is asses, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I go to Twin Peaks, I expect to see Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
I go to the Tilted Kilt, I expect to see.
So
short
is that more
skirts.
legs? More leg themed?
The Tilted Kilt?
Yeah.
In my experience, it seems to be like meth and hepatitis themed.
So like wave thin.
Yeah. Like just like ratchety looking. I haven't been in one where I'm like, I want to stay.
Yeah.
So they got one on the Eastern Shore then.
No, they don't over there. But that we definitely saw some meth over there. It was an interesting scandal strip.
Yeah. So
Say the
did you do the? So you brought the abacus, and you booted Dave. Right choice, bold choice, but correct choice. Really wasn't even a decision.
It wasn't
Dave
a really
sucks.
hard
Yeah.
decision to make,
No.
I wouldn't think.
Well, it wasn't
No.
for you.
Yeah.
You ran the numbers. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tick tick. I think 3 days better than one. You
So
were right.
did y'all do the tour? The tour, the pirate theme tour
This-
y'all were gonna do?
This year was a little different. So like the first night, they headed out from like one port, like Urbana, and went around to Reedville.
Uh-huh.
And then we met up with them in Reedville. So they'd already had like a day of sailing. And then we just met up, went straight to this dude's house and hung out there. And like super gracious host. I've never seen scandals like this. Like we showed up and he cooked for us and like we were
I thought
swimming in
that
the
always
pool.
happened at scandals.
You do, but not in a sit down setting.
Yeah.
Like food was served. It was
On
very
like
nice.
actual plates.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was not like
In the air
anything I'd ever
conditioning.
seen. Yeah, AC was weird. But then what I didn't know is he has like a workshop we went to. And so we go to this workshop after dinner and we get there. And I'm like, look at this workshop is awesome. Like, he's got all the tools. We were all blown away. We're all excited. And then he opened this door and it was like, dude, Mecca. Like the door opened up and there's a 22-foot shuffleboard, which is way bigger than any shuffleboard I've ever played. Perfect pool table sitting there, record player, tons of records, giant speakers everywhere. Go in the back, full like DJ booth, set up and shit. Like I was like, all right, we're in.
I mean, the thing is, you open up the first door and you're like, oh man, this is pretty much dude heaven.
Yeah.
Tools, name a tool, it's there.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Brandon.
wait, just come back.
Yeah, I was.
He did walk in ahead of me. And then you open up that next door and
You
it's
got
like
that new
another
Brendan
level.
3000? Hell yeah.
What a tool.
Yeah, he was a great host.
Great host. But that
Then you're like,
man room was
fuck getting in that boat. Let's just hang out.
no shit. He took us on a sunset cruise before. Like went out on the whaler. Did a little
Nice.
sunset cruise, came back, cooked us dinner, and then
Boston
said,
Whaler.
let me take you to the party. And then took us to the party spot. I was like, is this the best day ever? So it was like the opposite of a scandal strip.
Nice.
Because there was a little bit of boating,
Yeah,
just enough to get out there. And then we,
So that was on Thursday or Friday?
Thursday night.
Thursday night, partied it up in there and then slept on the boat, which also had a lot of tools.
It was a fucking Home Depot.
When we arrived, we went down and looked in the boat. There's tools on everything. We were like, oh. We were like, hey, buddy, how are
Doing
we
some
gonna-"
repairs or something?
Just doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've learned now. I've been really upset about boats because my boats keep breaking and I'm.
Don't even start, because I know I told you what boats
But
are.
I go on these trips and
The
like
money pit.
this trip, every guy was like working on something, tinkering on something.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I feel better. It's not me.
No,
that
it's
sucks.
definitely
it's
not
boats
you.
that
It's
suck.
all boats.
Yeah. Well, I was getting this false sense of security by seeing all these boats, but they do talk a lot about all the stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
In fact, the one guy had a comment. He's like, yeah, having a sailboat is the 12 best hobbies a man can have.
Nice.
Like carpentry, electrical
yeah.
work,
Yeah, plumber,
plumber, yeah.
painter.
Yeah.
He's like, I do it all. He's like, I got so many hobbies now. I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Like, I now know how to seal things off. Like
And he did.
he can probably sew some like shit, like a sail that needs the
He could do
that's
all
ripping
kinds
or
of yeah,
something.
he's got tons of hobbies.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
Good.
So then on Friday, you learned a new skill.
Uh-oh.
What skill did I learn on Friday?
How to stop us in case of emergency.
Oh, yeah, we were going along. We're like cruising across the bay at like 6 knots because, nautical speed.
Yeah.
That translates to some miles of hour.
7.5. I looked it up.
It's very.
It did?
Yeah.
It's slow.
Oh, I'll be damned. So a knot is
It's a little
Faster?
less than a
okay.
mile per hour. Land speed.
We were flying.
Yeah.
We were flying.
Were you sailing or were you motoring?
Motoring. The sailing was like, pull it up, enjoy it for 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and then like, damn it, and then pull it down. wasn't our day.
But yeah, so Friday we decided to go out across the bay to the eastern shore, and very quickly on our excursion, all of a sudden there's lots of alarms going off.
Yes.
And our captain hops off the wheel, I guess it is, and
Helm.
that's the one. Landlubber.
Yeah, it's just embarrassing.
So he goes running down into the cabin, slips, falls, almost. I thought he was gonna die straight
Yeah, he
up.
like went straight down.
Oh, God.
We were like, oh shit.
Alarm's still going off. He fixes whatever. He comes back up. Apparently, the autopilot just wasn't engaging properly.
Yeah.
No big deal. Got it fixed. We're cruising
Brendan's
along.
like, I'm going to have to eat you. He's like, I'm still alive. Shut up. I don't want to do this. I can still see land. I've got to play it safe.
I can make it. My arms still work.
The cell phones still are in contact. Shut up.
So he gets it fixed. We're cruising along for like an hour, and then I hear him lean over to Brendan, and he's like, "Hey, just in case you do have to fix something, this is the button you turn to stop us, to turn off the autopilot. Here's how you stop." So the rest of the day, Brendan's like, "Yeah, I know stuff. I'm the case of emergency right here."
Yeah.
Well, and the way he said it, he goes, "Hey, in case
co-pilot
he goes,
now.
in case I die."
Co-captain.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Was your left arm hurting or something? Like, what's going on here?"
He dropped it on you very suddenly.
Do you smell
Yeah,
toast?
yeah. It's like out of nowhere. He
and
was
I don't
like,
know if he
"Okay,
had
if
that.
I die."
I don't know if he had that panic attack when he ate it going down the.
Oh, that's
steps.
100% when it happened. He was just trying to get his wits about him, and then he was like, "Hey, so if I like die, you got to hit this button here, and there's a backup button over here to turn off the autopilot because you can't steer this thing, and it will not slow down unless you do that. I was like, oh, okay. And I knew, and then I was like, all right, and this does this, this does this. From that point on, I was like, I'm a captain. I can sail.
I had to dress him as captain the rest of the
Nice.
weekend.
It was pretty sweet.
So were you guys on the west coast of the Eastern Shore?
Correct.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yes, Bayside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
was like,
Bayside. Sorry, yeah. The Chesapeake.
Where'd
Bay.
y'all go over there?
Brendan's favorite new town.
yeah, Onacock.
Yeah. I thought you went there once or twice a week.
Nah, very rarely go to Onacock. Apparently, though, it's pronounced Anancock.
Yeah.
Onacock and Assateague.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And that is acetine.
by the time I got shit-faced, I'd be like, Onacock is really nice, like to locals. And they're
Yeah.
like, it's Anancock. And I'm like, is it? Like,
Yeah.
I was making friends.
You weren't there when they came up with this place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some of them look like they were, though. Some of them's old heads in
Yeah.
the bar.
Man.
Dude, the Eastern Shore, it's a weird
It
world
is a
over there.
weird-
They do not want people and places and things over there. They don't like it.
It's a
They was-
weird place, man.
They respect when you come over on a boat.
Yes.
When you tell them, oh, yeah, we just sailed over from the Western Shore is what they call it. And they're like, oh, okay, well, then that's cool. And then
Respectable.
they'll talk to you. But if you, like, drive in, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
You know
Yeah,
they don't want people because of what they charge to get over that damn bridge.
Yeah, we went to Chincoteague years ago, and they were like, "Who the fuck are these?" Like, I mean, every place we went into, they were like, "Look at these people from
Yep,
like,
city folk.
why are you here? Like y'all should leave." We came to see the wild horses.
And like Chincoteague, if it weren't for fucking tourists, their
Yeah.
fucking industry would collapse.
Yeah, imagine if we just didn't start going. They'd want us back.
Oh, hell yeah.
They'd think it's cool for a minute.
Yeah.
Has anybody ferried to Tangier Island?
We
There-
thought we were going to
I
stop
would like to
there.
go.
We went actually right up along it, but I guess it's so difficult to get in and out.
I've not been there.
So we could see the tire fire. Like, there was this like massive fire on the island. I was like,
Nice.
for an island that's sinking, they sure do have a lot of fire. Very
Just
interesting.
Splash some water on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a
it's
big
right
fire,
there.
too. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Probably burning trash.
That's
That's
the same thing
what-
Captain Bill said.
Yeah, that's what they said. He was like,
Well,
definitely burning trash.
smart guys.
Okay,
We
Well, it's
think
not like,
alike.
not like you have trash service there, but you would think you could use the trash to your advantage. Like start making a pile.
Yeah, make a
and
new
then
island.
You could elevate.
Yeah.
That's a little how Lower Manhattan was built.
Literally.
Landfill.
Yes. Like, and look how valuable that property
Yeah.
is now.
The new Wall Street.
Yeah, just
Tangier.
Maybe that's what the fire was. It's just they were burning all their garbage.
That's what we think was happening.
Yeah.
They were just burning garbage because it's not like you have a trash service out there.
Do you remember those Tangier Island Sports Center commercials?
It's ESPN3.
Yeah, it was an ESPN commercial.
Like we brought ESPN3 to Tangier Island because I was actually working at the Martin Agency when
it was
when
like
those came out.
world's smallest sports fan town
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. Like it was a pretty good commercial.
Huh. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Yeah, I do. We were excited. We were trying to get there, but all the captains were like, "It's so hard to get in that channel. You have to know exactly what you're doing, and you're in a big fucking sailboat with a huge keel in the
Yeah.
water."
Yeah, they
So-
both were like, it'll add an extra hour just to get in and then an hour back out.
And they told us a little pro tip. They were like, "It's a dry island." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, we can
Yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah.
we can motor on."
We can tip our beers as we.
They keep burning all the trash they want. We're not
Yeah.
going.
Exactly.
We also were given the hot tip that we could go to the museum they have there.
Oh yeah, they were telling us we should go to the museum. They said it's very sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, like very sad.
So in case you're ever in the middle of the bay and you want to just cry a little.
Because that place used to be booming.
Yeah.
I don't see how the hell it was ever booming.
Fishing, dude.
Fishing and crabbing.
Yeah.
I just
It's covered in like, and because there's no land, like everybody's buried in their yard. There's like gravestones in every yard.
yeah, with the big old cinder blocks on
Yeah.
top to like hold them down because
Yeah.
they're just floating, which seems like a shitty way to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem ideal.
I would like to go over there though. But allegedly,
That's right.
you can literally take the ferry over there and in 2 hours walk the whole damn island and you're done.
Oh yeah. Apparently, there's a beach on the backside,
Uh-huh.
closer to the eastern shore, and that beach is like some of the best hanging out and swimming there is. And it would take the opiates like 10 minutes to walk towards you. So you're in a pretty good spot. They don't want to walk.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you can just kind of see them in the distance. And
Yeah.
you're like, all right,
Yeah.
time to swim, guys.
It may be a dry island, but the opiates are.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's got some cocktails over there somewhere, man.
Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
There's a secret cocktail.
Most of the good
location.
pharmaceuticals are dry.
Yeah, they keep those up real high.
Yeah.
Nicest house on the whole place. But
It's a dry island. Like we don't allow wet things here.
that's Paulie Pill's house.
Yeah.
And he's got.
Oh, you're drinking purple drink? Gross. Get on the dry stuff.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Michelob Dry.
It's funny you said purple drink because I got us some purple drink tonight, but not.
Oh, nice.
Not scissor, but it's in the ballpark.
So what else? What else happened? Anything exciting? Did the rain stay away?
Yeah,
Not a drop of rain.
Wow.
whole time it was great.
It rained on us on the way there. Rained on us Friday night while we're sitting at the pool, or Thursday night while we're sitting at the pool, and then on the way home on Sunday.
But once you're on the boat,
Yeah.
rain free.
He told me he was standing on the beach at Scandals, and when there's storms clearly off in the distance, you're hearing thunder, you're seeing lightning. And I told him what I overheard somebody else down the beach saying, storms will be here 45 minutes. So I was just relaying information.
Yeah.
And I said, I heard storms are going to come by. And he goes, it doesn't rain here. And I was like, what do you mean?
It's poured on y'all there.
Never,
I thought.
never there. And I realized that.
I don't think that's true. I feel like
No,
I've heard stories of your tent getting douched on.
Well, the tent's never been douched on, but I remember now why it's never rained there. Because when the storms are really coming, we leave.
yeah.
That never occurred to me. I was like, strangely, man, it's never rained here. And he's like, but I hear all these stories about the rain times. And I'm like, yeah, but it's never here. And I was like, oh, that's right. We all jump in the boats and scatter.
Yeah.
And then post up on a dock and just get dumped on. So there is rain in the area, yes, but I've never seen it on that
I
island.
remember one year it rained because you showed us video. Like y'all were on a dock. I think it was before you even went, and y'all had like pop-up tents. Like
That was the tropical storm. Yeah. That one was crazy. I watched all the fish swim around the green blob one way as the water came in, and then as soon as the water started receding, they all started swimming the other way. And I was like, nature.
Smart.
Nature is lit.
so, y'all had a good time.
Yeah, we did. We did. Got a good jellyfish sting. Been
Nice.
a while. Been a while. Damn
Lee-
near picked the thing up.
Did Lee pee on it?
Everyone kept
Everyone
joking
did.
about that. They were going to pee on
What do
it.
you mean joking?
You know what you put on it is gin. Put gin on it.
Jim?
Gin?
Gin. Gin liquor.
And that
Like-
works?
Yeah.
I like Jim. I think that
Jim.
works.
Just
You
put
saying
Jim on
Pam?
it.
Yeah, Pam. I think it's a Pam with a B.
No, we're in
Kind of like a Pam thing we have.
I liked
going
that Onacock place, though.
on. Yeah, you
Bet
did.
you did.
No, that was a cool
Onacock.
little town.
It was. A little
Like,
golf cart.
I've never
for sale.
been there.
Like we pulled in and immediately
Because what's the place? I want to say Clarksville. It's not. What's the town?
Cape Charles.
Cape Charles. That's like the
No, Charles City. Cape Charles.
Cape Charles.
Cape
Cape,
Charles.
Charles City is where I'm.
That's right. That's right.
Charles is like the big
That's the
touristy
hot
spot. Yeah,
That's the hot spot.
Oh.
Onacock's coming up.
Do you know that you
Oh,
were in the
fuck.
presence
Uh-oh.
of a Cape Charles deep knowledge expert, subject matter expert, some would say.
I am now.
Yeah.
Oh,
No denying.
I did not know this.
Yeah. He knows.
Did he live
all the-
there?
No. Well,
I made a friend.
Uh-oh.
So when we were on the island, there was 12, 15 sailboats. Like,
There's always randos there, right?
yeah,
Like it's a party island.
it is. But usually they all leave at night.
Yeah.
And you get maybe a couple stragglers that are out there because the mosquitoes they own it. In fact, I still have scratches on the top of my foot from scratching mosquito bites. But we were sitting there and there were all these sailboats out there and like all of a sudden- flotilla of dinghies just start coming in. And we had there was just this old guy sitting there, a couple other old guys sitting on the beach. And we went and removed the bar from the bay because it had
Been
fallen.
washed over.
Yeah, it was just laying in the water. And we picked it up and carried it up to high ground.
Did you rebuild it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked awesome.
added a roof
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, put a little thatched roof. God had
Nice.
deposited a bunch of debris that we put on top. It looked good. And then, as we're sitting there enjoying our shit, we noticed it was like the Navy SEALs coming in, but like the geriatric SEALs.
The gravy seals?
Yeah, it was just old SEALs
Yeah.
coming in. And just one after another, they just kept coming up. And we were like, what the fuck? And then a whole party broke out right next to our bar where we had put the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, they had tables and a whole potluck spread.
Nice.
And it's probably 30 of them.
Yeah. And ranging from 60, definitely the young one.
Oh, wow.
The 60 was. It changed my mind on what 60
Were there
is.
some ladies?
This 60-year-old lady, when she introduced herself to me and told me she was 60, I was like, there's hope. At 60.
Was she doing work?
She was doing work.
Nice.
She was doing all the right things.
She was doing all the right things. I was like, huh, all right. So
Brendan's singing, age ain't nothing but a number.
and I'm out here in international waters.
That's right.
Shit.
And you ain't far from that number.
I'm getting closer every day. But and up until like people in their like mid 80s, and they all had sailed over and came up, and they were like
Mid 80s, really?
yeah.
Mid 80s is hella old.
Yeah.
That last dude they ferried over, I thought he was old.
Weekend in Bernie's, that motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Like that one was, yeah. It's like just the cord for the oxygen.
He hasn't moved in a while.
Yeah. Well, we woke him up.
Yes.
Woke him up with bourbon.
Nice.
Like I just went over and just started talking to these old folk.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
just
because of
like-
the 60-year-old.
Well, no, that came later. I wasn't even aware of that. I just literally walked over and just started talking to this old guy, and he was bitching about some of the things that we had actually installed there in years
Yeah.
past. He was like, "There's a fucking one year this pole had a laser light show on top of it, and every night it would come, and like I'd be moored out here, and the lasers would shoot through my." And I was like, "Oh man, that is annoying."
Who would ever do that to you?
Like I could see that literally. Behind me on the bar is the creator of the laser light
Yeah,
show.
He's the guy.
And he's got it taken
got it.
off.
I got it.
And he's like, if I could just get this solar cell to work. And then he's like, I did it. Like he fixed this thing and then like reattached it to the pole. And then I'm digging this hole to set this thing in. And he comes over and he's helping me dig the hole. And then I put it back in. And I was like, when we finished and it was raised, I was like, you just helped build the thing you hate the most.
Oh, shit.
We brought it back up.
It was a much more subdued laser show.
It was shooting straight down
Yeah,
now
yeah,
onto
yeah.
the beach, so it's just like an 8-foot area of
Yeah.
that show, which he thought was
Cool. Respectable.
much better. Yeah, he was like, "No, that's cool." But I did take great pride throughout the evening of looking over, and he's the only dude standing in the laser light show. And I was like, he hates it so much, he loves it. It was awesome. But I happened to meet a gentleman in that crew that turned out to be like a historian of Cape Charles lore.
Aren't they all at that age, though?
I think so. But he was bestowing heaping amounts of knowledge on me.
Lee doesn't know yet, but as you get older, you do start finding yourself drawn to like World War II documentaries and
Niche
like
subjects.
yeah, you're like, You're like, I
do
wonder
think
what
I
really
care.
happened during the Korean conflict. I wasn't well versed on that, but
Yeah.
I'll get into this.
I'd like to learn
The War
some
of
more.
1812 sounds very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, he was talking all about how Cape Charles already had one boom. This boom was like back in the
1800s?
1800s into the early 1900s, where the Pennsylvania Railroad apparently would go from Pennsylvania and it would go straight down through Virginia. It would make it as far as the bay, and then they had like some giant thing that they built, so it almost looked like you were going into a subway station. Mm-hmm. And then you would get off of the train, you'd walk across the platform, get on a ferry across,
and then pick back up.
and then it would go back into another like tunnel looking thing. So you felt like, again, you were in like a subway station. You would get out, get back on the boat, and then continue on to Florida. But because of this, all the money that could afford to do trips from New York, Pennsylvania, wherever, down to Florida would go on it. And the big bands would travel this way. And so there was always a stop in Cape Charles.
God, that sounds so fucking cool. That sounds way cooler than how we do shit.
Yeah. So he said all the big bands. I mean, the
Yeah.
biggest of the big bands.
Yeah.
They were always in Cape Charles. So you could always catch a great show, acts that you would never see anywhere else. Like only play in Florida and New York and Cape Charles. Like, okay. And then I guess they built like a new station, like a few towns over, and Cape Charles like
dried up
Yeah.
and died.
Death.
I'll say that this conversation was so long. I walked up, heard the beginning of the story, walked away, had a beer, came back, heard the middle of the story, walked away, came back, had another beer.
Couldn't get away from this
And
guy.
Brendan's just like inching, doing the thing
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like turning constantly. And
Yeah.
the guy kept turning to face him no matter which direction he went.
I couldn't get away. But
He
I
wasn't,
finally-
he wasn't picking up the like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
kept
And then,
making jokes. I was like, the Pennsylvania Railroad had a naval division.
That one he got mad at.
He did. He was like, "Ugh, you're missing the point.
The thing that saved you is one of his buddies came over, and then the two of them started talking history, and Brendan was able to like slowly
Yeah.
back away and ease his way out.
You need one of those magician smoke bombs. Poof.
There's nowhere to go. Pocket sand. You're stuck.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Noah had brought a bottle of Eagle Rare over here during the
Yeah.
bourbon, and I decided to spread that love. So I took that bottle, and we swam it to shore when we saw all the geriatrics partying. And well, once we fixed the bar, we needed liquor.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
So I went-
Celebratory liquor.
Went and got the Eagle Rare, passed it around the whole group of us to all have a swig, and then put it on the bar. And those geriatrics at
Tore
first
into it.
they were like, I don't know about this, They all had their ideas of
Who we were.
it's not as good as what I drink.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh well, here, and I pour him a cup.
They're like, it's
They-
not nearly as good as just Jack Daniels. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, dude, just give it a try.
Yeah.
They kept going back to it. Those
Moth to a
geriatrics drank
flame.
a shit ton of fucking bourbon that night. So we got them pretty well fucked up. And then they built a fire.
Nice.
We all sat around the fire until we scared them off, and then we had a dope fire.
Nice.
So what happened with the 60-year-old woman? Did she get fucked up?
I don't know if she well, yeah, I guess she did. I did catch her at one point fucking lighting a joint like with a towel over her head. And
Nice.
it was like walking around like, anybody want to smoke this? I was like, you are the coolest 60-year-old lady I've ever met. Like,
Thanks,
what-
Gran.
I was telling my wife about it. She was like, they're hippies. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's right.
That checks out.
They literally were hippies. Of course they're fucking sitting around smoking doobies. They were cool though. We had a good time with them. Told a lot
Actually, I
of
don't
stories.
think 60-year-olds wouldn't be hippies.
No, probably not. I mean, she's like,
My dad was born in 48, and he was more of a hippie.
yeah, she was probably born in she was a young hippie.
Yeah. She was born in 68. She was born during the hippie. She was probably a product of that,
Yeah. Product of flower type
Yeah.
thing.
the summer of love.
Well, the people she was hanging out with were hippies,
Yeah.
so she gravitated towards them, hanging out with their old folk. But yeah, apparently it's some yacht club, and they
Nice.
do a trip like this like once a month. They try to get everyone together, and that was the destination of choice. They party on that island.
Nice.
I think you'll see them next year probably too.
I told them when we go, I was like, yeah, it's the weekend after the 4th of July. So we got to remember to do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's the weekend after 4th of July. And as we were pulling out the next morning, we went by one of the sailboats, and dude pops his head out, and he's like, weekend after 4th of July, right? I was like, yeah, we'll be here.
Smile and wave.
You know it. See you there. Hope the pacemaker holds out.
Bring your friend.
61?
You collecting Social Security yet, hun?
That's awesome.
She's valuable at that point, too.
right.
Steady income and a boat.
Retirement
Yeah.
fund kicking in.
Not bad.
Sounds like y'all had a good time.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Onacock was
Did y'all sleep in
Foggy.
tents or on the boats?
on the boats.
Nice.
Yeah, there's something about stagnant hot air in a boat that's
yeah.
better than breezy hot air in a tent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you just don't feel like any moving air
Yeah.
for like 8 hours, really it just
Y'all didn't have the
invigorates
windows open or anything?
you. It's a boat, Troy.
Y'all weren't in the cabin, right?
No, like up there, like there was one up.
Yeah.
But you also have to keep like the bugs out.
Yeah.
It's not cold.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Was the
such a-
sleep? The sleep sucked, right?
just the last? I mean, the,
yeah, when we were because in Onacock we were like in a marina, so we
Yeah.
had power.
same with Thursday night.
Yeah, so we were really spoiled. This was a really spoiled.
That's why we were sitting around the bar on Friday, and I was asking people like, "Oh, it's a little different than what y'all normally do, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's pretty nice."
Yeah.
I imagine it's gonna be hard to go back.
These dudes are getting older.
Because they used to do like 3 nights on the beach.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm built like that. I can do that. You know, like I'll just smell.
Yeah.
I don't care. I did when we got there. I did float out the last morning and have a water baby.
Yeah.
Principle.
As is tradition.
Fired off a nice turd in the bay.
Nice.
I like that.
Right,
Take
a
a
public
bait?
view of all the 12 other sailboats that were there.
Yeah.
Did you take a bay bath?
I didn't take a bay bath this year because
Didn't need to.
apparently I took a hell of a shower at the marina Friday.
Uh-oh.
Apparently it was quite the shower.
Brendan had a Friday afternoon for the history books.
Oh, did you really overserve?
People say this.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
It's hearsay.
I know that when we got there, I helped tie the boat up and did all the stuff that I'm supposed to do.
Dutiful little sailor.
And then I went to the bar that was on the marina, only to find out that in a mere 3 hours, a live band was starting. Well, I'm not going to give up my bar seat because they said this place will be packed.
Keep in mind, the sun is directly on us.
Oh, yeah.
In, this
In the
outdoor
west.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was baking. And so I was like, well, I got to hold down this seat. And like everyone peeled out except for 4 of us. We was like, this is way too hot. What are you doing? I'm like, the band. It's the best band in Onacock. So I waited it out. I was pretty happy. I was wearing my Hootie and the Blowfish like sun shirt. They played
Nice.
some Hootie. I was very excited about that. Totally made a scene, ran up, grabbed my shirt. I was all fucking amped up, hammered.
You know how to play it so cool.
I played it.
You are
so
like the
cool.
coolest, dude.
The coolest. And the bartender had like that like decayed hole in her tooth because she likes to hit the meth on that side of her mouth, which is always a little skeevy.
Yeah.
I want to be with you.
Yeah, you get it. And at that point, I was like, I could save her.
Yeah.
I don't think the meth addiction is that bad because the tooth hasn't fallen out.
She was buying a house.
She was, and that made me so like, because that means that there's like a man in her life that's also like
Could be a meth house.
fighting this. Yeah, I was, and that means there could be a kid in the future. My head was swimming when she said she was buying a house. I was like, oh no, like you gotta clean yourself up.
Yeah.
It was-
I believed in her. I looked
So
at it
what
that she
hap-
had turned her life around.
What happened with the shower?
So apparently she started making these crazy mixed drinks, and those were apparently very strong.
And
I was-
delicious?
Very delicious, if I remember correctly.
Touchingly sweet, but strong.
Really, really good. So then those start getting ordered,
Several rounds.
and I'm mixing beers in with it and that. And I'd gotten to that point where I wasn't hungry at all, which is always a bad sign.
Yeah.
So like I forced myself to eat. I was smart. But then after that, we went to some Irish bar in Onacock. And that's where everything went sideways. Like I should have never left the damn beach bar.
Yeah.
So the boat was right there. Everything was
Yeah.
good. Went down to the
Did you
Irish
walk
bar.
over there? Is it walkable?
We golf carted
Nice.
because you can't get a DUI in a golf cart.
Oh, yeah. Did y'all rent one? Who had one?
We
One of the
apparently
dudes hopped off the boat. I don't know how he even found the golf carts. Literally off the boat. We hadn't been docked for more than like 5 minutes. And he comes up, golf carts.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had golf carts.
Rented them?
Yeah. And there were some bikes that were like communal bikes that were
Oh,
there.
yeah. Just like,
And so like people could take the bikes.
Were is a very
Oh, that's right. They had bikes.
impressive word to use.
There are no more bikes. They rode them up to the Irish bar and just put them outside. And we never saw the bikes again.
oh, wow.
So we did go on a little mission and looked for the bikes in the morning. They don't exist.
I don't even know if I actually saw bikes, to be honest.
Maybe they weren't really communal bikes. Maybe they were someone's bikes.
That's what I said. And Brendan was like, there were 3 exact same ones. I was like,
Doesn't
but they
mean they-
weren't locked. They
Yeah.
were just sitting here. There wasn't a sign like town bikes.
I don't think they lock bikes in that
what
type
I'm
of
saying.
town.
Oh, they should.
I think they were somebody's at the beach bar
yes,
we were at.
I agree.
A group of 3.
Yeah. A family or something.
And we walked out of the bar and 2 people were like, dibs, and just rode it
That
into
is
town.
phenomenal.
I don't know.
It's a town of 600 people. They're going to find the bikes.
Yeah.
So if you're under the influence,
They're probably like, John and Jerry, your yellow bikes are over here at the Irish bar.
They were pretty slick, like matte black bikes.
They were dope beach cruisers. The little bit I saw, but then we went to the the Irish bar, and then they had Guinness. And
Do a
I
car
was-
bomb?
Fucking racist.
Oh,
Don't
so
say
racist, sexist, and frugal. That's Troy's thing. I forgot.
That's right. That's right. You're just sexist and cheap.
Did you do a car explosion? Sorry.
It's an Irish drop shot.
Basketball?
And
Tennis?
And underhand rugby.
Yeah, that was the decision. As late as it was, after drinking on the boat all day, after
Drinking at the
cruising
bar.
around, the Guinness at 11:45 p.m. was the right
I didn't
choice.
drink on the boat.
That's right. You hydrated all day. You
right.
did start drinking eventually.
Not on the boat.
Yeah, you did.
So where'd you shower?
Did I? Did I drink on the boat?
Sorry, we'll get to the shower in a second. I did order cheese fries for everybody, which I do think helped.
It all allegedly helped. But when we went back, I got on a boat, and I think I might have died a little bit. I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, fuck. And I got up, and I knew that there was a shower in, like, the marina area. They had, like, those big private bathrooms.
Yeah.
And I know I was there because when I came in the next morning, I found some of my stuff. But apparently, I must not have, like, shut the shower curtain.
Oh, no.
And I just, like, showered in the whole damn place.
Just cocking balls out for the world.
Well, I mean, it's a
It's,
private.
closed lock.
Oh, okay.
bathroom.
It locks behind you, but there's a big sink for people. There's a shower. There's a toilet over here. It's like a whole room.
It's Onacock.
And I just showered apparently in the whole room because people came in the next morning and they were like, there was just like standing water. The
Nice.
whole fucking place. I was like, that's crazy. And then I went in there and like there was my water bottle. Like, there was the shit. I was like, oh, it was me. But I had to, or I would have never been able to board that boat.
Yeah, you said it the next morning. You were like, "It's the only thing that saved my life."
It was. I had to. I was just sitting there dying, and I was like, I gotta go. And then I started walking, and I was like, I can't walk. I was like, I need a shower.
Was this before or after you visited the other boat in the evening?
I was on the other boat,
And then you made the
and
decision.
then I was like, I have to
Okay.
go
Yeah.
because I was dying.
yeah.
I went in there. I came in there like on fire. Like, you fucking nerds need to party. And like, I partied. And
You got people. You went down below deck and got people up, and you were like, "No, come back up here."
Oh, no.
no, I don't recall that at all.
That doesn't go over well when you're hanging with old people.
All I know is the next morning they woke up and they were like, I wonder if he's actually dead.
One dude had a whole funeral for you and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
nice.
were like, people were like, and when they came out to find me, I was working out. It's fine. I was working out on the flagpole at the marina,
Nice.
doing my thing.
What's
Abacus reading a book.
What's the at sea burial where they put the body in the little
Yeah.
canoe and send them out? And
The Viking funeral.
Yeah, the Viking. Catch it
I-
on fire.
I effectively almost just did one myself.
We were just gonna put him in a sleeping bag and throw him overboard.
That would have sufficed.
Yeah. Does this have a drop shadow on it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The painter would know.
Yeah. can you
Yeah,
take
I
a
don't
look at
think
that?
so.
Okay.
Troy,
Is this mine or
we do have some purple drink down there.
I know. I was going to ask, is it time for
but
the...
there's purple drinks about to come out.
Yeah, there's no drop set. There's no drop shadow.
Thanks for checking.
There's a light. No. Yeah, nothing.
Purple
Ooh,
drink.
New Belgium Grape Fizz Ale. A hard twist on a classic. I'm intrigued.
Interesting.
It is a ale. It's not some fucking nerd drink. It's actually a
Grape
beer.
Fizz.
Thank you.
It's actually a beer that they then added grapes and lime.
Ale brewed with Concord grape and with grape natural flavor, golden lime, and colored with fruits and vegetables. So it's like a healthy drink.
Totally.
I think you could drink this like you weren't drinking on the boat.
Yes.
It has fruits and vegetables in it.
That's all I drank on the boat, or I tried to. It was just cider because I wasn't drinking. I'm sure this is going to pour like grape drink. Oh, yeah.
It does. It looks like
Very
Welch's.
It's grape drink. New Belgian grape fizz ale.
Ooh, it smells pretty grapey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
like a Welch's.
Oh, my gosh. It really does smell like purple drink.
It smells artificial as fuck. Lee's face is making all kinds of...
It's got 5% alcohol.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
It's a
Yeah.
Welch's with booze in it.
It tastes fake as hell. Smells artificial.
That is good beer.
I wish we had this on the sailboat, and then I would have just littered.
Jesus Christ.
Let that float to Tangier. That is the best beer I've ever had. Woo! Is it borderline a sour?
It is sour. I'm tasting a little bit of a sour, and it's not as offensive to me as it is to these two.
Just have to adjust over from the Bud Light that I was having. This was
You're gonna get
The second sip was better.
You're gonna get a shot to the system here.
Oh, it gets better every sip.
All right, third sip is much better than the first.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is that flavor in the back of my mouth?
Grape
Onacock.
ale. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time. It sounds fun. Was it the most fun?
No.
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 I think when we talked about it, it wasn't as fun because it wasn't what you normally do.
It wasn't a turn up.
When you wake up in the morning and you're dying, and then you get to jump off a boat and swim to shore, that wakes you up in its own weird way. And then you make coffee, and then like you start eating, then you start drinking, and then
exploring
everybody
those sounds
shows up.
fun.
But that was the difference, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you spend 5 hours on a boat just crossing, which actually is really enjoyable.
You wouldn't have been able to like have a new experience of Onacock.
And that's kind of
Just your typical Onacock.
Worth writing
experience.
home about. I mean, again, this is my first time, so I had a blast. I loved that I got to sleep in the AC for 2 nights and in a marina and go to a beach bar and not have to sleep on a beach for 3 nights. But
Well, and staying around on a beach all day doesn't sound fun for 3 straight days either.
it does to me, and so I understand where you're coming from to say that it's a different experience. You kind of live there. You rally around it. It's your home.
yeah,
So
and
I
you
get
keep
that part.
building,
Yeah.
and like you're
Oh,
just,
The
always-
battle.
It's the adventures
like
in this foraging and all that.
it's all that.
Yeah.
It's like the building of the thing.
It's a little hard.
It's a lot hard. Like it's difficult to do.
Yeah.
It's more of a challenge. It's not a real challenge to end up at a marina and then like
Take a shower.
get served a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And like have some beers, which listen to a band, like that's all great. But like when you're stranded on a beach and you got to get your ass to that boat and you're 700 beers deep, and like, there's some joy in that.
I feel like to find a way to if we'd gotten there early enough on Thursday to have gone to Onacock on Thursday and do the one night and then have 2 nights back, or some type of way to spend some time on the beach and then also have like one refreshing night in a marina. I feel like that'd be the nice balance to it.
Yeah, I think you got to sail Thursday, but then and then sail back Friday, so you have Friday and Saturday on
Exactly.
the beach.
Yeah.
And then
Or
the sail's
beach,
nice.
Onacock Beach.
And I think you'd rather have the consistent time there, yeah, because that's part of the lore, right? Like being
Yeah.
there all day, waking up there, being there all day, like.
I totally agree. But I did like the sail. I liked seeing new things and like being in new places. If we could find a way to combine the two, like shove off early Thursday and sail across the bay and check out a new town, and then sail all day the next day, and then have like the evening at the beach, and then wake up and have the beach.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
Yeah, I think that would be, based on what I heard from everybody, the more.
Well, it sounds like that's where it's going, because the sailors want to sail.
Yeah.
They're tired of just like going for an hour and then setting up and just.
It's
being
also
there.
different with the power boats too, right?
There's lots of. I'm looking at Onacock on the map,
Be careful.
and there's lots of little inlets here on the bay side of the eastern shores.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting.
There's a lot of money down there.
Looks like you can explore. Lots of exploring.
You could. It's just you lose the powerboat people because they're like, it'll cost $500 to go across that bay. Whereas it took 6 gallons of diesel to motor across the bay.
So how is this little like island divided into Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia? Like what happened with that? Like that's Delaware should have just taken over the whole thing.
It would be the majority of Delaware if it had.
Yeah, Delaware should have invaded Maryland and
Yeah, I mean, that whole eastern
Virginia.
shore just goes Virginia, and then they just put an imaginary line, and it's Maryland,
Yeah.
imaginary line, Delaware. Which I guess is all borders in some respects.
Yeah.
Imaginary line. This is getting really tasty.
yeah, the Grape Fizz Ale is very much improving.
Yeah.
What was y'all remember the little drinks that came in what looked like a little barrel, and they were the not sodas. Like fruit
They had
drinks.
that same little tang to
Yeah.
them. You would pull the foil
It's
off
giving
the top.
me some like childhood flashbacks to that.
Yeah. Or like you bite in the wax milk bottle, like it jizzes in your mouth, and you go, "Ooh, flavor for a second." It's like a bastardized honeysuckle. It's kind of that,
Yeah.
but it's very much like a popsicle too.
Yeah.
Great popsicle vibe. It's weird that it's made out of beer.
Yeah. If you like Concord grapes and you don't like beer, you probably would like this.
Yeah, but
Yeah, both is great.
you might accidentally taste a little bit of beer around the seventh sip.
I've yet to find that. Not a bad thing. Just
I think I just accidentally tasted some beer.
Yeah, you can almost
It's a little bit. It's a
taste
teaser.
a basic bitch beer in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's hiding out. You gotta get the sip 7 though.
I tell you,
I don't know how to score this one, honestly.
because it's unscorable.
I have a number in my head and I think it's too high.
No, it's not too high because it's a 3. Like that is what it is. It is better than an average drink. But as far as a beer goes,
But is it?
As far as a beer goes, it's a 2 because it tastes like fucking purple drink. But the overall like expression of whatever the fuck this is, I'll go 3. I'd say that's better than your average drink.
I mean, you can give it some credit for originality. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt, but it definitely tastes like purple drink. I mean, or a great popsicle. It's Welch's. It's a dark Martinelli's. No,
Yeah.
it's interesting, but I'm gonna give it the highest score of the bunch. I'm assuming at a 3.
I will go 3 also.
Ooh, 2 3s.
Just because, I don't know. Somehow I kept wanting to drink more until I got to sip 7 to find out this, you know.
If I went on
Hidden-
first sip, I'd be like,
Yeah, first sip was
2.5
awful.
Tops.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what you want to do, Troy? You're still working on it.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Sure.
So I don't like anything about the. Well,
I thought you could have just left the sentence there. We could have ended the episode.
this drink is really confusing to me. It doesn't taste bad, but I also don't get it. Like, it tastes like grape drink, but it's like, all right, then have a seltzer or something. Like, what? Why would you? I don't see why I would ever want to purchase this.
This much grape flavor.
Yeah.
I think you're
but
forgetting-
it doesn't taste bad.
No.
But I also don't really like it. Like, so at best I was thinking 2.5, and then I'm like, but I'd rather have a natural light. Like, I'd just rather have a beer.
Then it shouldn't be a 2.5.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 2.
Yeah, I think that's an acceptable score.
But I hate to do that because a lot of the times when I score these, it's because it tastes bad. And this doesn't taste bad. It just tastes
Raw.
like a fake grape flavoring.
Yeah, that's what
Which
it is.
I personally like more than a grape flavoring. Like, it's just, it just seems
you
a
feel
weird.
pained by giving it a 2.
Yeah, it just seems like a weird beer angle.
It's a gray area.
It's a grape
area.
The grape area. Nah.
I think I agree with a lot of what you said, Troy.
Thank you.
Flavor wise,
I knew
it
we were
is
smart.
interesting. It
And
is
handsome.
unique. It
What?
is worth trying. If you like grape flavor, you'll probably love it. I don't dislike grape flavor, but I'm not looking for this in a beer. I'm gonna also give it a 2. When I said I think it's a little too high, I think my initial thought was in that 1.5 range, but 2 is worth it. It's worth trying. If you like the grape flavor, you'll love this, but it's just absolutely not for me.
I think that's the perfect score, honestly,
2.5.
because that's
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
Split decision.
And that's where it should be.
But that's about what it is.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5. Some people will get behind it because they love grape. 13-year-olds are gonna fucking crush it.
If I really wanted a grape flavor or something, I'd buy a seltzer.
You brought that
High
point
school
up, like,
girls, if you're listening, you will love the shit out of this beer.
I think
For sure.
the seltzer take is really nice because I would rather have less grape flavor. I would rather have a hint of it than not full grape flavor.
Yeah.
But some people are into that.
And I like New Belgium, but I bet I didn't look it up, but I bet there's like a ton of calories and carbs in that shit. Where you could do like the 100 calorie, 2 carb seltzer and enjoy it just as much.
That would be a bit concerning. I think you're probably right. They must have added some sugar to that.
Yeah, for sure.
5.0 ABV.
Oh, he's going through. He's got stats. And you can always trust the numbers from the Abacus.
Never been wrong.
100%. That's why he's earned that name.
He's the best.
Doesn't have it on the website.
I thought it might be on the box because I thought they had to put that on there now.
Do we know what gold lime is?
No.
No.
Is it
Why you got,
Golden,
why you got that
golden
box
lime?
out?
golden lime.
Why don't you hand me one of them grape fizz ales?
Also called calamansi. Philippine lime. I was curious about that because I love lime
You
in
need one?
beer and whatever else, and I was hoping that you could get some of that tartness, some of that acidity to help soften it maybe a little bit. But I didn't get any kind of lime or anything out of it.
I don't see any of it on the box either, which I thought you had to put.
I thought you had to put caloric. Whatever. Is there a QR code?
I don't see any information, and I don't pick up any of the lime.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I think that's what that tartness is. I think that's all you get out of it.
140 calories.
It's actually not horrible.
Where do you see that?
I'm looking on the website. I had to do further digging.
700 carbs.
It's not on the can or the box.
I don't think they have to put it on the can anymore when they do the packaging, but I don't know why it's not on the box. It says a summer seasonal inspired by classic grape soda brewed with Concord grape, golden lime for a pop of candy and fresh citrus aromas. With a lightly tart, sweet, and effervescent finish, this refreshing 5% ABV ale will have you searching for quarters so you can have another.
Quarters.
Goes best with light white meat, Brendan, foods driven by herbs and spices, duck and pork dishes.
The stats are on the Miller Lite can. The nutritional facts. I thought
that's because it's the best light beer in America.
I thought for sure
Unfortunately.
nutritional facts had to be on everything these days.
Apparently not if it's for kids.
Yeah.
Loophole.
This does every third or fourth sip. I'll get a sip. I'll be like, oh, it's actually really refreshing, and then it kind of settles in there. Like all I have in my mouth is grape flavor.
Hey, have y'all ever heard of NN Burger, Northern Neck Burger?
Been there many times. Nope.
Okay, hold on.
Interesting. Good.
Wash. I thought about texting you that today, dude.
So, Troy, you've been to Northern Neck Burger.
The one that's in Tappahannock?
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
Many times.
What's your take? Is that the best burger in Virginia? Because that's what it said.
It's good. It's really good.
Better than Five Guys or no?
Probably.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to like hard sell it, but I mean, it's a real cool spot and a real cool location, and they do
I'll
like
give it all
some
that.
funky twist on burgers where Five Guys is most. I mean, you can get whatever you want, but they don't have any like crazy like peanut butter and jelly or something. I
No,
don't
we
even-
got like the brunch burger that had the
Yeah,
fried egg, but
yeah.
then had a hash brown on it and like some kind of weird breakfast aioli
It's all like a
thing.
breakfast.
My Liquid Death has a nutritional facts.
There you go. That's because I think it's they want you to know, whereas this
Yeah.
they're like no see no hear.
Alchemy.
So yeah, we went there because I've been passing it so many times, and I'm always like, best burger in Virginia.
Yeah, if you drive through Tappahannock and cross the Rappahannock River, it's right there.
But I thought, because I use Five Guys as my barometer.
Yeah.
There's better burgers and there's lesser burgers, and I thought it fell just below Five Guys. Was my take.
Yeah.
But the milkshake was fucking excellent.
That's great.
I was like, I freebased that thing. Like it started, like I was snorting it, and then no, fuck it, I'm freebasing.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing hit the table, and you try to take one sip, and sometimes it doesn't come up immediately. You stir it around for a second, and then I looked back at the TV
Gone.
and came back, done.
What was your take, Lee?
Good, not great. If you're in the area, it's a good burger. I'm not going out of my way to get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to eat around there, so it's like hit Sheetz, hit a Taco Bell or McDonald's, or hit Northern Neck. Like that's good.
Yeah.
And what I told
I
Brendan
should have
was
told you guys to stop at there's a place up in Warsaw that called Northern Neck Popcorn Bag, and that's like the best popcorn I've ever had. And they have like a million
Really?
crazy flavors.
Yeah, we were trying to try something different. I was bummed about the Twister fries. They
Yeah.
were just like chips.
Yeah,
I was
just
like,
like-
damn it, that's not a fry.
Yeah.
I think I was disappointed because I've passed it so many times.
Yeah, you
It was
built
like
it up.
Virginia Diner. Like I'd passed it so many times and I'd heard so many stories that I was like, I gotta have it. And then when I had it, I was like, what the fuck? But Virginia Diner is way worse
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
N Burger.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's exactly what we said though. Like, how many people roll through that one road going between Richmond and the river?
The northern neck.
It's literally
Yeah.
a perfect intersection.
Yeah,
Like,
Yep.
There's people going
Makes
that
sense.
way, people going this way. I know that's what intersections are.
and if
by
anybody
definition.
has the deets about the song in the bathroom, like the genesis of this, where it came from,
There's a
why
song in
they
there?
play it.
On repeat, wash your hands. And it's just a whole wash your hands song.
Nice.
And it just plays on loop.
I'd love to know the details.
Drive people
of this.
crazy.
I think it's COVID. I think it's just like a
Yeah.
leftover thing from COVID. But also they had like the automatic hand washer things inside the front door.
I remember going there not long after COVID, and it was like they were hard on that.
Yeah, which if that's the case, cool. But it's
Yeah.
maybe we put on some Rihanna radio or something. Like,
Yeah.
get something else.
Wash your hands. The best.
Mix it in there every now.
The
and
best. If you go to the bathroom, there's a place up here, not far from here. It's called Sidecar. It's a rum bar, and whenever you go in the bathroom there, they're playing like stats or like it's like a documentary but audio
Interesting.
about rum. And I'll sit in there and wash my hands way longer so I can hear the end of the story of the pirate.
Yeah, to
or
be
how
educated.
George Washington had this rum or how he traded this and that. Yeah, you're writing down what I'm thinking.
Yep.
We got to do that. So let's make sure that that happens. So yeah, Scandals was good. And then I came right back into the real world. The Abacus started a new fucking job coming
Yeah.
up with Scandals,
which was a
interesting.
wild decision looking back at it.
Oh, that was your first day? Was
Yeah.
it out? Ooh.
Yeah. Monday was on first day and time to 4-hour orientation, just pickled out.
We got back.
We also got our pictures for our like security badges or whatever. So my picture, I'm sure my eyes.
You're
are-
just,
Yeah.
and just red from sun and everything. Yeah, you're just a sailor.
You're gonna have that for the next 30 years.
They're like, oh, that's not the guy we hired. That guy looks like a bum.
You got nowhere to go but up.
That's true. That's true.
Truly.
You get a new badge in a few months.
Set the bar low.
Yeah.
And so
You look like shit. Oh wait, you look great.
we got back, and of course, my wife immediately was like, "Have a drink." I was like,
Y'all
the
get
good
back
news
pretty
is-
early on Sunday?
The good news is you didn't drink at all on Sunday.
Till you got home.
Till I got home. I didn't have any. I know, I did have some ciders, so I wasn't drinking.
Light. You were drinking light.
When I drink ciders, I don't even think it's drinking.
Yeah.
It's an old thing. My brother and I would always, at the end of the night, like we'd both be like, we want one more, but we knew we shouldn't. And he would always be like, all right, I don't think we should really have a drink. And I was like, fair enough. And we'd both crack a cider. And we'd just drink a hard cider.
Yeah.
And that was always the last drink of the night.
Science.
So it's carried over. So when I'm not drinking, ciders. But then we came back. I had one day dry. And then the second day back, Dave Matthews came to Richmond. And I had tickets. I had tickets for both kids, my wife and myself.
For both days?
No, just for the Tuesday show. And I was like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna drive. I was like, honey, you can drink and enjoy your show. I was like, I couldn't muster the strength still. Like on Tuesday, I was like, I
You're
can't
like giving
do
your
this.
liver pep talks and everything. Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
was
guys,
like-
get it together.
I was like, I'm good, man. I went up there, had a couple of those Athletic Brewing Company beers.
There you go.
Which are still full fucking price.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
amphitheater.
It's expensive as shit, man.
That amphitheater's expensive.
I did find you can get $5 Miller High Lifes though,
Bush Lights.
and Bush Lights. Or
Oh, they had both?
I think
Light.
so.
Bush.
For Reddit, that's what I found.
I found that out when I went back to Dave on Tuesday night because it was like,
I thought it was Tuesday, Wednesday.
or I'm sorry, on Wednesday night. Yeah. So
You went 2 nights in a row?
Yeah.
How much money did you spend on tickets?
The first tickets I got at face value, and then
What was the face value?
like $100 for a lawn seat,
Uh-huh.
give or take. Like it kind of like
Plus
but then,
taxes,
but then
title, tax.
the fees and
Yeah.
everything, like the fees were exorbitant.
yeah.
So I feel like it was like $130 or something like after all said and done, face value.
So you're in for like $500 for Tuesday night, just with the fan.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it was
550.
Yeah, it was over 500.
Yeah.
So I remember that. But those I'd had for a while. But then I kept watching like the secondary market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are selling lawn seats for $250 and shit, and like and people are buying them. And I just kept every once in a while. I kept checking, and I guess somebody just was like, "I need my money back. I'm not going."
Yeah.
And one popped up on the site, and it was exactly the cost plus the fees. And I was like, "All right," which then I paid $25 more in fees.
Yeah.
On top of that, so the rich get richer, like fuckers. But that was actually so I was like, "Screw it." I only bought one ticket, and then on Wednesday,
You had a
night,
crew going that night.
I knew a bunch of people going,
Yeah.
so then I made some calls, and I was able to weasel my way into an Uber, and
Nice.
then somebody's daughter was picking us up, and I was like, "If you got room for one more, I'll tag along." And then went over to their house, and they fed me before the show. I was like, "This
Scandals 2.0, baby.
Is, yeah." I was like, "This is actually going."
I'm wishing
great.
I bought tickets now. I have a little buyer's remorse.
So how was the show? Like, is Dave still got it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
It's not the same.
That's what?
He's old.
No, I'm just saying they've changed the band around so much. The songs all sound very different.
Well, one
in my
dude's
opinion.
dead.
Is Boyd,
One dude's
is
a
Boyd,
pedo.
Boyd Tinsley still in
He's
there?
gone. He got kicked out of the band 10 years ago.
He got. He had a little.
Oh, yeah, didn't he have
got
some-
He got a touch of the Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He got a little.
Is
touch of
Carter Beauford still the drummer?
Yeah.
He's like one of the best drummers in the world.
Carter's definitely still there, and he was good. Stefan Lassard's still there, the bassist, and then you got Dave. But Tim Reynolds, is
Yeah.
like he kind of like migrated into the band. And
Jeff Coffin, he's there. He's in the band now.
yeah, the problem with Tim Reynolds is they're replacing the violin,
Yeah.
with the guitar. It's not as cool.
No.
They need a female violinist.
Yes, that would be
'Cause-
dope.
I don't know what it is, but when you see a woman with a violin, she can be a 4, and you're like 10.
Yeah.
Like there's something about a violin. In a
Well, and
woman's
that's
hand.
what set them off from other bands. Like it was
I
like
agree. It was the horns,
Yeah.
and the violin, and it made it so unique. And now they've lost that. That's the only thing I think they've lost. But you also gain something by having this just virtuoso guitar player.
it's a little much.
He's pretty good.
No, he's extremely
Oh,
good,
okay, I
but
thought
like
you were
I've
saying,
never gotten into all his when he and Dave play together because he does so much. It's so much.
Yeah.
He's so good.
So much.
No, that wasn't a joke, but pretty good. But like he's such a virtuoso. He just is. It's very busy.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And they're more jammy
Yeah,
in some senses, but I thought it was
I'm sure
great.
it's a great show.
I was a little bummed though, like I had everyone like, "All right, what's your dream song? What's your dream song?" And like everyone in my family had their dream songs, and both of mine got played on Tuesday night. And
What were yours?
I was looking for a combo, so I was like, I need a combo. I want Bartender and Grace Is Gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I want that combo to happen, and it did.
What was the
Nice.
rest of the families?
Satellite, Crash, All Along the Watchtower.
That's awesome.
All which got played Wednesday night while I was there.
Yeah.
So now I have to millennial it, phone up, FaceTime
Yeah.
him. Yeah, I had to like make sure they got some footage from it. But I felt bad that I was like, "Oh, all your dream songs are here."
But
And
if y'all had gone Wednesday, you would have heard yours, I guess, if you had also gone Tuesday. So
Dren Lee, he was there.
I didn't run into many people.
So, Troy, like you, I also was bummed and thought to myself, man, I really wish I'd bought tickets, but still saw a great show.
Oh, you got somebody hooked you up?
Yeah, myself.
You're one of the.
Oh.
Are you one of the urchins?
Yeah, some people call me a freeloader.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So
I saw some video of that, dude. It looked like it was actually a great spot. Not video you posted, but like
There was a lot of people posted up outside, all the way up to the War Memorial,
Yeah.
all the way on Belvedere, I guess, down 2nd Street. I mean,
Yeah.
if there was a free spot, people were posted up there, and there was a ton of people getting great views too. And I just went down there being like, no matter where I end up, I'm still gonna be able to hear. I don't even need to be able to see. It'll
Yeah,
be
well-
fine. Like,
well, I saw some pictures from the lawn. It looked like you couldn't see anyway. It looked like it was
dense.
quite
the first night that we went on Tuesday, we showed up an hour after the gates opened, and we had like reserved chairs.
I heard it was way too packed on the lawn.
They got to get rid of this. You can reserve a chair.
Well, this is what I
crowd.
want to talk to you about because I want to hear. I've been down on this venue since the first design I saw, and I want to hear your good and bad takes.
Okay, I got many.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good and bad takes. Bad, one bathroom.
Yeah, I heard that.
One central bathroom, not like one urinal.
Yeah.
But every bathroom's in the same place.
Yeah.
So you have to go around to this side of the field, down and over into this one
That's
section.
awful.
So if you're on the other side,
You're humped.
It's quite the hike.
Yeah.
You know, and when it's crowded like it is,
It's hard to get through there.
it's difficult to get around.
No covered seating. That's a dumb move.
Now, word on the street is that that's actually coming.
I haven't heard that.
They just ran out of time. You can see that the poles do not have tops on them. Like they look like they're supposed to hold like those like windscreen type coverings. So that, and I talked to the guy who owns Triple Crossing, and he's been like, their location is just like right down the street, and so he's been in talks with them a lot to get his beer in there. But one of the owners of it is a Star Hill guy,
Oh, yeah.
and so he muscled everybody out. So if you're going to get a craft beer, it's that.
that doesn't sound like the beer distribution
Not in
that I
Virginia.
know and love.
No, it's very odd. But he was telling me they're not actually done here.
I'll believe that one.
He's like, they're putting these things up here, like so that you'll have there's some shade and it'll keep some rain as it's coming down off of the people who paid for seats.
How was
But
the
then he
parking
said there's
thing?
a lawn behind it, and you can see there's this massive lawn where the fence goes all the way to, and he's like, they're opening up some of that, but they just had to put the vendors where they are now and like get open.
So are they going to add more bathrooms? Because that sounds miserable.
There doesn't seem to be anywhere you could add bathrooms, so that's a pain in the ass.
Not to go too far into the weeds, but the lawn that's to the upper end of the current lawn
Yeah.
would have to be rezoned entirely. So that's the whole reason why it wasn't built. So where they
so they're
have
probably
right,
fighting, trying to like.
if they want to do it, it's it'll take a process to do. You could do it, but they also could develop on that land if they wanted to. Newmarket all owns that piece of land. They're the ones that are leasing it out to the theater currently. But it's the reason it wasn't expanded because that was a lot of the complaints. I had friends that went to the Counting Crow show on Saturday night. I was supposed to go, but obviously it was on Scandals. And some of the complaints I heard was that it was too crowded. People with chairs were taking up way too much space. They let people bring blankets in that took up a ton of space. And everyone was like, there's all this lawn right back here. Why
Yeah.
can't we use it? And it's because it's not zoned for that use.
Enough money will rezone it.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Takes time, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He was like, the goal is to get the lawn expanded and to get my beer in.
The problem is I don't think that's going to help their freeloader situation, though. Like, that gives you an even better view because then you can just stand up on Belvedere and look right in.
You're right over the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll probably still have a windscreen fence up so you can't see cleanly through.
Yeah.
But where I ended up on the Tuesday night Dave Matthews show was less than 100 yards from the stage on the side.
Yeah.
But they've got the two big screens and everything. I had a perfectly clear view over people sitting below me. The people in the venue were below me. It was like I was there. I mean, and I paid $0. I parked
awesome.
for free in Oregon Hill. I walked down, post up anywhere. And there was 100 spots from where I was all the way up to Belvedere that you could have camped out. There was a bus there that had a couple
The
rafts
inner
sitting on
tubes
top. Yeah.
the rafts. Yeah, and people
They
were just
apparently
sitting
got
up
there at like 5 in the morning. Or like, fuck it, I'll take the parking ticket. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me. It's cheaper than $250 for lawn tickets or
Yeah.
whatever. And they had a
They had
great,
great advertising for their
Yeah.
whitewater rafting
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
They had the big bus there with the boats on top, and everyone was just
They're in
sitting there.
the parade every year.
Yeah.
No, and everyone was taking pictures of it. Like, this is brilliant. Like, that was a good marketing play.
I saw pictures from all the way up the hill on the War Memorial with a perfectly clean view. You cannot stop that view
Yeah.
from happening, and it's a natural amphitheater. It sounds just as good up there as it probably does inside. Maybe not as loud, but clean.
That's better for me.
Actually, inside there are dead spots for sound, I've discovered.
So one of the things I learned on a tour that I took there was they have this sound system that they engineered because they got enough complaints from people in Oregon Hill that it was going to be too loud, too invasive into their life or whatever else, that they engineered the sound system that was only going to throw sound to right here. And somehow it was going to hit here and that was all it was going to be.
But when it hits here, when you create an epicenter, then you create spots where the sound's not as good.
Yep.
And I clearly discovered one the first night. I rolled in, and we went up, and we came around like away from the bathrooms because it gets less crowded. Obviously, more people fill in towards the bathroom area. So we came all the way around, and we had chairs, which was
Awesome.
no. The first thing they got to do is either cut the chairs that they
Oh
rent
yeah,
in
because
half.
you're on a angle, right?
You're okay. No, because there's not enough gradient that you can see over people. It's not elevated enough. It's actually really gradual. And so one tall person 20 yards up can fuck you. And that shouldn't be the case. It should be a tall person right in front of you that fucks you. But they shouldn't matter up there, but they do. So that was a bit of a complaint. And what I discovered was the spot we were in, I could see it last night when I was there, and I was standing further to the right. And I looked over and I was like, oh, they're below me. Like, it's not like an even grade. They use the natural hill. And so it does dip down. There is one spot, which was the perfect spot I chose to set my family.
That doesn't sound like you.
Where we were like literally off the concrete, where the bar was right behind us, and we had our chairs right there because there was nothing left. And I was like, here's where we can get chairs. But the fact that everyone has chairs, they're not like putting them arm to arm. They're putting a foot gap in between them. So it's monopolizing a ton of space the way the chairs are on the lawn. It was, they either need to create a chair section or just have like half as many chairs.
Yeah.
And that would open it up dramatically.
Yeah. I mean, I get the point of them renting chairs versus letting people bring stuff in because they can control the size of the chairs.
Yeah, you have
but it's
the
like
people with the footrest chairs and the
And you can
hammock
control
chairs.
the money.
Yeah, but exactly. But it's the same concept of people parking in a gravel lot. When you don't have lines to define where you're supposed to be,
It gets
people take up
sideways,
way more
yeah.
space than they should. And that was the biggest complaint I heard about Saturday night was prices of drinks and everything and how many chairs took up too much space.
Yeah.
And it's like, great, you get in early, you get to use the chair, but then you got to send an event staff person around to collect all of them. Because, like, are you going to sit in the chairs for the whole show? Probably not. You're going to stand and enjoy.
No, the chair is there to hold real estate.
Yeah.
But now you're competing with your own chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
You as a person are supposed to have like 3 square feet when they do the calcs for the lawn and everything.
Yep.
You throw a chair in there, you now are taking up more like 5 or 6 square feet, and it does throw things off.
That was a problem. I didn't like that. But to the sound,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
there was a
Nobody
weird,
else here knows.
If you're dead center, I'm sure the sound is amazing. But if you're off center and in the back, it kind of dies. To the point that if you walk 15 yards up, it sounds crystal clear and way better. It's like it intentionally dies out as you get towards
Here's the question.
back.
Do we think bands like Dave Matthews are going to come annually? Because I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, this first year was a big, exciting thing.
That's
you
what I
got
think.
Widespread Panic coming. You got Dave. You got some.
That's not the same band.
Kansas.
You got some big bands.
Yeah, but Widespread Panic comes and they'll play the Mosque or whatever it's called, Altria. Like Dave can sell out 20,000 seat amphitheaters. Not
Widespread Panic sold out day one.
yeah, that's 7,500. I'm saying they're not.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
Dave
same
can sell out 20,000 people
yeah.
all day. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
like
they're built. Widespread's built for this venue.
Yes. So I think it's a silly venue in that it's just not a good size to get the real big bands.
The point of
Oh,
it,
the big bands are in Cape Charles.
That's what
that's right, on the Pennsylvania Navy.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
Oh, I do now.
Yeah, it's great. There was a second boom that occurred soon thereafter, fortunately, when they put in. What did they put in that created the second?
Probably the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel.
No. He had another boom that blew up, and it was like a bad one. It was like a bootlegging situation, and it brought a lot of money to them. Yeah, it was during Prohibition and stuff. So like they fell into the decay, and then the Prohibition started building up, and that was a great spot for them to do it. So money came in, but now illegal money, and they were running all of the booze to Capone and everything because it was a real easy way for them to get it in,
Yeah.
and get it out. So we were big time booze runners at one
Nice.
time. Now, unfortunately, all the money was coming from a concrete factory, which changed the kind of money, made it more blue collar. So really, the touristy season now it's really bringing it back. And the Cape Charles Brewing Company should be checked out.
Did he tell you about the concrete warships that are out there?
No.
There are.
This fucker didn't tell me about the concrete warships.
Right south of Cape Charles is Kipta State Park, and there are, I think, 5 or 7 or something like that. During the steel shortage, we built concrete warships, and there are 5 of them that are
How's that
sunk.
shit float?
No shit.
How does steel float?
It's like an instant,
that's a good question. Okay,
instant
okay.
sinkage.
They're both heavy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but steel
College
just
engi-
seems cooler.
College engineering courses, they do a concrete canoe challenge
Yeah.
every year. Same thing. It's all about the principle of how it displaces water.
It's water displacement. So
Hobby.
you can Google it, but
You should know that, Captain.
I'm a sailor.
right off Kipta State Park, there are like 5 warships semi-sunk as a breakwater right there. It's real cool looking.
They sunk concrete warships.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
This dude, if I hadn't turned away,
Yeah, you
That was
probably
coming.
learned that right
That
after
was
you
coming.
walked
It was
away.
coming.
Yeah.
yeah.
He had to go after the 60-year-old woman with the joint.
Well, I mean, he made the right choice.
I tell you,
Going to be 61 next year.
she had a lot less to say,
Yeah.
which is a
Troy,
good thing. Like, this dude never shut the fuck up. Like, I enjoyed her just fine.
Troy, to answer your question quickly, I selfishly, yeah, I think I wish a show like Dave would come to Richmond regularly, but it was built undersized for what it could have been. If the intention of this place was to replace the Coliseum, to be able to be a Virginia Beach or, I mean, even JPJ kind of competitor, it needed to be 10,000 seats, and they don't have that right now.
Yeah.
Until they take more space.
And he's gonna take
Yeah.
he's gonna take a hit. Like, so he sold 16,000 seats over 2 nights, where he could go to Virginia Beach in one night sell 20,000.
And he would do it 2 nights there also,
Yeah,
like what
exactly.
he normally does.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, there were 9. There's 9 concrete
Oh, that's
warships.
super cool.
you were
looking.
right on the
Yeah.
odd number.
I knew it was an odd number. I knew it was weird.
Abacus knew that.
Yeah.
His head went. Tick, tick.
Yeah,
But I
mean,
think-
but
but it's-
Dave Matthews is started in Richmond, played at the Flood Zone every Wednesday
And that's-
night,
that's
and
part
he's
of the
probably
thing.
like, I got so much money, I don't need any more money.
I
So
think
this was a mild complaint.
Yeah, he doesn't want any more money. Good point.
This was an interesting complaint that I heard on Tuesday night. He came out and he was like, "It's so good to be back here," you know, in his drunken Dave voice. And he was like, "It's so good to be back here." You know, there was a time where I was here every week because Tuesday I was playing in Charlottesville, and so Wednesday was a very easy journey to come down here, and I would play. You know, I would play Wednesdays, and he's like, "I love Richmond. I miss Richmond. Those were really good times as we were." You know, figuring out our sound and doing our stuff. And he talked a lot about his history in Richmond on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he didn't even say the fucking word Richmond, not once. And I'm with all these people who were like, "This dude's a dick, dude." Like, they were all bitching. They're like, "He's not even talking about it. Like, I used to watch him at Flood Zone. He's not even acknowledging that." And like,
I think if you're going on the second night of a big show like that, you have to recognize that all the history, all the lore, all the love has to come in that first night. He's not going to repeat the script to the second night.
but he could have he could have at least
could have
put
said
the word
something else.
Richmond in a
Yes.
song.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
he did on Tuesday night.
Yes.
Like, it was a very Richmond centric
Yeah,
show
I get it.
Tuesday night. And then Wednesday night was
What
like,
a dick.
how about all the hits? And I won't even acknowledge where I am. He didn't even say it's good to be here in Richmond. Not
Yeah,
once did he utter the word
And then he said,
Richmond.
"Good night, Charlottesville."
Yeah, exactly.
off.
It's that
so
is kind
close
of
to
weird.
home.
That is pretty weird because every artist does
That's
that.
how you get
every
your
venue.
hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you at. Yeah, Sheboygan.
Yeah.
Like, fucking everyone goes
yeah,
crazy.
work it into a song some
He
way.
didn't do it all. He was playing songs like "Raining in Virginia" on fucking Tuesday. Like, he went very Richmond centric.
Yeah.
And it was great. But I heard a lot of that, like people literally leaving and like going, "That dude's an asshole. He's gotten too corporate. He doesn't even recognize that he had a past here." And I was like, "Oh, you should have come last night."
I mean,
He's gotten too
poser.
corporate at the Czechs Nodes Allianz Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, like, you really think he wasn't aware he was in Richmond and he has a history there? Like, listen to yourself, people. You sound stupid.
Half of them were our friends.
Yeah.
It was crazy hearing him, but I was hearing it in the crowd too. Like,
Yeah.
does he not know where he is? What is happening? I waited and the first thing
He
he's like,
has to give Richmond a actual blowjob right now. Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be anything without
He should be
Richmond.
Onacock.
Yeah.
Brendan, where are you?
What's up? I'm back here, way in the back. And my stupid ass friends on Wednesday night, I got this like great spot. Like I went up, I weaseled through. I almost lost a good spot because I found a really good spot where there were 4 people standing, but enough room for like 15.
Yeah.
And so I was like, perfect. Like I stood there, and the girl immediately, we have a total of 10. So I don't know if you're gonna. And I was like, cool. I've got 5.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, but like I don't know if there's gonna be room. And I was like, but there's room right now, and it's a concert.
Yeah.
And then so like I'm like, don't you understand like etiquette? Like I think we're fine. They're not here. We're gonna all figure it out, team.
Yeah.
She wasn't getting it. So then I started like cracking some jokes, and then she starts laughing. Her husband.
Oh, he was ready to murder you.
Holy shit! This dude comes
Did you
over.
feel threatened?
Not at all. This dude comes over, and he fucking stands there with his sunglasses on, and I'm talking like 2 feet from me, and just stares at me, just mean mugging the shit out of me. And I'm just staring at him. I'm like, oh, so now I literally can't leave.
Yeah.
Like now this is my spot.
Yeah.
So I'm like staring at him, mean mugging me. So then I just keep talking to his wife. I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. So I keep talking to his wife. Now she's laughing, she's giggling. She's almost to the point where she's like touching, like we're making contact. And I'm like, you like that, friend? You like that, you little prick? And like, I just kept making her laugh and doing my thing and standing there. He stared at me the whole time. And I was literally got to that point where I was like, I can't leave until
Now it's on your honor.
Yeah. He either has to like buck up and say something, or he has to walk away.
Fade away, yeah.
Because I have to now hold my ground. Because I get it. There's more people coming.
Yeah.
There's other places. I'll figure them out. But now you're mean mugging me like a douche. I must have sat there for 10 minutes just not moving. And none of my friends would come over and like help out. So I had to start like, I saw a buddy go by. I was like, Ryan, what's up, dude? Like brought him over. I was like, oh, your wife's here. Becca, come here. And like, so now I'm like filling in the space with aren't even my people. And he's just fucking mean mugging me. And I just kept doing this. I kept calling people.
Awesome.
I called Stu's girlfriend over.
Nice.
Set her up right in front of him. He was like doing this, doing my thing. Like I was just calling everyone over. And then finally he fucking gave up and he walked away. And he was like, this dude's not leaving.
Yeah.
And like he left and I was like, okay, I won. This little
Now I'll leave.
That's right.
And I did. I left and I went and found a better spot where the people were more hospitable.
Yeah.
Which of course my friends didn't come to. But I knew if you were just up 10 yards, it made all the difference in sound. It turns out that being on the outside also helps with sound though. Because they also went all the way back to the concrete. Assholes. But that's when I found out about the $5 Busch Light, which is $20 for a 22-ounce beer.
That is insane,
Or
dude.
$5
For a
for a 12-ounce Busch Light.
Yeah, that's easy math.
And we were standing literally where the rope to the beer line is. So I would just pick it up like I was VIP, put it down, get a 12-ounce Busch Light, come back, put it down. I was like, if you're next to the bar,
Yeah.
I'm saving a fortune. I'm basically drinking 2 free beers.
Yeah.
It's easy drinking Busch Light.
Busch Light's actually way better than
Hold on. It was
It's
$20
easy drink?
for a how big of a beer?
For 22.
22-ounce beer
You get 4 beers.
for the same price as one tall beer.
But that's only
get
that's 48
48
So I'm getting a
ounces
whole
versus
extra beer
22 ounces.
for the price.
And what was the $20 beer?
A 22-ounce. Oh, it was Miller Lite.
Dang.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like the microbrew from around the corner. Like, okay, I'm
Falcon
paying.
Smash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which is where that Triple Crossing dude needs to like get his beer in there.
Yeah.
I totally awkwardly met.
Who would buy that? Like, who would really?
I don't
pay-
think they.
I bet they
what
sold the shit out of some Miller Lite, and everybody's like, Busch Light.
From what I've read via Reddit, it was not necessarily very clear that there were $5 options.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not clear at all.
It's not on a sign. You just see that it's in a cooler.
And
But
you're
it's
like,
a little tiny beer, and they're like, well,
Yeah.
why would I buy that? It's
Yeah.
$5.
That's why.
So the best brewery in Richmond is arguably Triple Crossing,
Yeah.
and I think it is.
Seconded.
I don't know who I'd put ahead of it.
Yeah. That's why when I gave you those sandals, I said, what do you want? I said,
Yeah.
I want you to buy me a Falcon Smash.
Yeah.
That's the payment, because it's the best beer.
Yeah.
Why would I not want the best? But so there's this dude. He's trying to get through the crowd. And you guys got to tell me if I did this right or wrong. This dude's trying to get through the crowd. And he's having a hard time. And I recognize him that he works out at the same time I do at the gym. So, like, I've never said hi to him, but like in a sea of humanity,
He's
he's on my
recognizable
team.
face.
Yeah.
He's on my team. And so I was like, hey buddy, you can get through here. And like I moved stuff out of the way and got him through the crowd. So then he comes back a little bit later and he starts talking to me and he was like, yeah, man. He's like, I see you every morning at the gym. He's like, you're working out with your buddy. And I was with the guy I work out with.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you guys always look like, you're having a good time. You got a good attitude. He's like, I've always wanted to say hi. And like, but I just never have. And I was like, oh, that's funny because we always see you and you look so awkward that we've avoided you like the plague. And I was just fucking with the guy.
Yeah.
Well, fast forward the conversation a couple of minutes and he's like, yeah, I own Triple Crossing. And I'm like, fuck.
You chose poorly.
But did I?
But did he laugh at you?
He did.
He knew,
He laughed.
he knew it was a joke.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But like, we've established on this podcast many times that if a guy is nice to you all the time, I don't trust him at all.
Yeah.
If a guy busts your balls, I'm like,
Besties.
you're all right. Like
Yeah.
you're cool. You give me a hard time. So did I play it right by busting his balls?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
So I didn't fuck
You
that
came
up.
in a little
Probably-
early, but I think it's all right.
He probably
in a
liked
lot
it.
early.
He probably liked it. He's probably used to everybody like
Kissing his ass.
sucking up and stuff.
Yeah.
Because from that point on, I was like, oh, I'm a big fan.
You were sucking them off.
Actually, you know what I did to get in there?
To get them hard.
I said, actually, I think Falcon
Onacock.
Smash. I said, I think Falcon Smash is the best beer, and I'm very active in M4K, and I think the best move we did was
Partnering up.
move our Stash Bash
Yeah.
to the Fulton Hill location, and he said, you know what? He goes, out of all of the breweries and everything that we host, the most profitable night every year is y'all's Stash Bash. He goes, that's the best night we have. And I was like, that's great. At the same time, I'm
Sounds
thinking,
kind of bad.
at the same time, I'm
Yeah.
like, those corporate sponsors are taking it in the ass. But that's awesome. But I was like, it was immediate street cred with him.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm an M4K guy. He started dropping some names of people on the board. I was like, I know that dude. Yeah. So like, I was able to redeem myself a little bit because of my charitable mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the summer, which usually it doesn't get acknowledgement.
it's fair.
So that
Not
was,
the same guy that asked you if you had any hair under that hat at the gym.
Nah, that dude. Different dude.
That dude sucks.
Nah, he's a cool dude too.
No, he sucks.
Gym dudes are weird.
That's not a good question to ask
Yeah,
anyone
who,
ever.
Who the hell asks if you have hair under the?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's like foreign. I think maybe. So I gave him a pass.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
Foreigners.
Has the painters in his American
Yeah.
flag shirt.
That's right.
He's like, not on my watch.
This is a very a Dave act going on over here. This is all just an act.
Dude, the painter literally can morph into any of the third mics.
Deer beer in America.
Deer beer in America?
Never heard that.
Yeah. Took him
Hunting.
from
Yeah.
steers and squeers.
Yeah.
Hunting, fishing,
That's right.
There we go.
loving
Yeah.
every day.
He's got all the stuff that America shirt
That's what
fits
I'm
you.
talking about. It's America.
The painter can be whatever
Yeah.
he wants.
That's
Right.
right.
In fact, he's trying to help us with what would be my favorite. Even if we don't use it as the logo, that's my new shirt.
Yeah.
Like I'd want to put that on there. If you can bring that, do you agree with that concept?
What concept?
You and I standing on a mound.
Oh,
of
yeah.
my
I
dead
thought you
bodies.
meant the Deer Beer and America shirt. I was like, wait, what?
What am I agreeing to?
Yeah.
I think it's just a great concept for a logo. I mean,
good.
the painter was like, I want to do some art.
Painting.
I want to do some skills.
And like the first thing that came to my head
I
was,
was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
it was like Troy
he's
and
like-
I standing on a bunch of third mic bodies.
All right, I want a bunch of
That's
dead
hilarious.
mics on the ground, and we're gonna plant a flag on top of it, and then put the old logo on the flag.
That's
and I was,
exactly what we represent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could be some like classically trained painter, you know, all the finest paints in the world, and Brendan's over here being like, paint some dead bodies.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Checks
I
out.
mean, it's like a mound of dead bodies with like an Iwo Jima vibe going on
Yeah.
at the top. Like that sounds
Napalm. I love the smell of napalm.
Look up the dollop.
Yeah, the dollop has a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
version of that. That actually is a very similar. Actually, that's a good inspiration logo for you. The dollop has a great
Yeah.
logo. Dave Anthony's a funny dude. It's funny. All right. So we do need to wrap this up, though, right?
We do.
Hour 34. And Troy, you are ready with my outro music.
I am, because this is the time of year.
It is the season.
Dave Matthews.
Kinda.
Yeah.
We like to honor.
Hootie.
That doesn't require a time of year.
Yeah, based on Brendan's actions in Onacock.
I was pretty fired up. That's how you know I was drunk.
He
in
was
that
just
moment.
here, Darius.
I know I missed him last
Yeah.
week. I was pissed because I was at Scandals. I was like,
What do you mean? He was in Onacock.
Well, that guy was, but Darius
That
Rucker
wasn't
was actually
Darius?
here the night before Counting Crows played. He was here. It would have been a great weekend for music,
Yeah.
but instead
The
I
opening
decided
band
to.
for Counting Crows was badass.
Did you know who it was? Do you know the name?
The Gaslight Anthem. I don't know why they would be opening for Counting Crows, because they are way better.
They are good. Well, no, they're not way better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counting Crows is pretty lame.
Abacus and I have already had this conversation.
Is it Yacht Rock?
It's oh,
It
George,
wishes it was Yacht Rock.
Yacht Rock.
if I got to hear that fucking. Last night I was standing at Dave, and as soon as the horn started, I was like, I bet this is fucking yacht rock. It like went through my head. It's an inside joke, but
He's-
there's one dude on the
He's
trip
so
who
in your brain
always argues with me about this is yacht rock, because yacht rock is kind of undefinable. Now we
Yeah.
actually looked it up and did find the definition, and I don't. But like Van Morrison came on Into the Mystic, and I was like,
I wouldn't say that's Yacht Rock.
and he was like, yacht rock. In fact, late
What
in
was
the
the
night,
one?
I was like sitting there on the boat, and this dude's like in the boat,
now. On the next boat over, by the way.
and I just mumble quietly, and Into the Mystic came on, and I go, it's a yacht rock. Head pops out and goes, it is yacht rock. And then goes back, and I was like, fuck, it's not yacht rock, man.
He had your fucking number, dude.
He did. And all night long,
Rent
every
free.
time a song come on, this is yacht rock, or I'd ask.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. But last night at Dave, it got me. The horns came up, and I was like, horns. That is one of the signs of yacht rock.
I was told this is Yacht Rock.
I was like, is Dave yacht rock? I was sitting there thinking about it and ruined the song. So, no, but that's not what it is. This is, July 14th is a sacred day for us. And usually we would do it the week before, but now we're coming in the week after. But we're going to change the outro this evening and dedicate that one to Sullivan Blue.
Yes.
Greatest letter. So we'll go ahead and do our stuff right now. Abacus, thank you for coming.
Always happy to
Painter,
be here.
thank you for coming. The Mountain
Glad to
Third
do it.
Mike's Grows.
Yeah.
And if you need a pair of sunglasses, head over to nectarsunglasses.com. Drop ITPH in the coupon code, and they'll take 20% off what's already a damn good price on polarized sunglasses. If you need a mortgage and you live in Virginia or Georgia, head over to screendoormortgage.com, and they'll take care of you. Jimmy will reach out when he does. Please let him know that you came from inside the Pallet House. It actually works in our favor because every once in a while we'll get some dope-ass swag. And, so that's an easy way to support the show. I did hear a lot of people have been leaving reviews on Spotify, and they never show up, and they're very upset by
I
it.
need to find out how to get to those.
Yeah, I've been
Not
hearing,
a Spotify guy.
I've been hearing like people complain. So, oops. And if you have any topics you want to send us, please do so at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. Yeah, we got rid of that old AOL. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
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 A week before the Battle of Bull Run, Sullivan Ballou, a major in the 2nd Rhode Island Volunteers, wrote home to his wife in Smithfield.
July the 14th, 1861, Washington, D.C. Dear Sarah, the indications are very strong that we shall move in a few days, perhaps tomorrow. And lest I should not be able to write you again, I feel impelled to write a few lines that may fall under your eye when I am no more. I have no misgivings about or lack of confidence in the cause in which I am engaged, and my courage does not halt or falter. I know how American civilization now leans upon the triumph of the government, and how great a debt we owe to those who went before us through the blood and suffering of the Revolution. And I am willing, perfectly willing, to lay down all my joys in this life to help maintain this government and to pay that debt. Sarah, My love for you is deathless. It seems to bind me with mighty cables that nothing but omnipotence can break. And yet my love of country comes over me like a strong wind and bears me irresistibly with all those chains to the battlefield. The memory of all the blissful moments I have enjoyed with you come crowding over me, and I feel most deeply grateful to God and you that I've enjoyed them for so long. And how hard it is for me to give them up and burn to ashes the hopes of future years, when, God willing, we might still have lived and loved together and see our boys grown up to honorable manhood around us. If I do not return, my dear Sarah, never forget how much I loved you, nor that when my last breath escapes me on the battlefield, it will whisper your name. Forgive my many faults and the many pains I have caused you. How thoughtless, how foolish I have sometimes been. But oh, Sarah, if the dead can come back to this earth and flit unseen around those they love, I shall always be with you in the brightest day and the darkest night. Always. Always. And when the soft breeze fans your cheek, it shall be my breath, or the cool air your throbbing temple. It shall be my spirit passing by. Sarah, do not mourn me dead. Think I am gone, and wait for me, for we shall meet again.
Sullivan Ballou was killed a week later at the first battle of Bull Run.